Well, with the recent ice storms here in West Michigan, you may have some trees that have, maybe seen some better days.
Yeah, if you have damage, though, should you do it yourself or call a professional?
Meteorologist Michael Behrens joining us now with more on what you should know. Michael.
Yeah, that's right. When it comes to cleaning up that tree damage, some of those professional services can be expensive, but after a storm like the one we've seen this past week, making sure you safely fix up the damage can be key to preventing further harm. We spoke to Bert Craig, a professor of horticulture and forestry at Michigan State, who told us that if you can get to damaged limbs in order to prune them with a ladder or a pole pruner, you're likely okay. But those limbs that are more dangerously high in the tree, well, that needs to be addressed as well.
Make sure that you're taking the time, walk around that tree, and especially if it's a large tree, and see what might be hanging up there in the branches. Because what tends to happen with these ice storms is we get a lot of what we call high breakage, the limbs up near the top of the tree, because that's where the ice tends to accumulate the most. And so those limbs will break off. Some of them will hang, and it doesn't take a very big limb. If it's dropping 30, 40 feet, if that hits you, it's going to hurt.
It's very important that if you spot something that looks to be trouble high in the tree, you have it addressed. The last thing you want is a tree limb coming down on you, your house, or your car when the next storm comes through. Coming up at 6 tonight, we'll have more with Bert on how some of those unresolved issues can creep back up as problems later in the year.
All right, Michael, thank you.